Right, time to welcome in Jen St. Dennis from Business in Vancouver. Good morning, Jen. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well.
Excellent.
Lots to talk about this morning. Let's start off with talking about the slumping price of oil. Of course, we know that that's been a hot topic in Canada for some time now, but at least one company is trying to sort of take advantage of this.
Yeah, that's right. We've seen a lot of, pulling back in the oil sands. We've seen layoffs of workers. We've seen companies trying to become leaner. But there's one company that wants more exposure to production in the oil sands, and that is Suncor. So they're one of the larger oil sands companies that are operating. They're more diversified than some of the companies. They have refineries, for instance, as well as production of oil. They have made a hostile takeover bid of this smaller company called Canadian Oil Sands. Now, this deal is worth $4.3 billion. They're also going to take on, or they have proposed taking on $2.3 billion of that company's debt, so making that a total of $6.6 billion. And that's 43% higher than the current market valuation of this company.
That's interesting. Just a little deal at $4 billion.
Yeah, just a little deal. That's right.
You know, you wonder about a company like a Suncor right now. We just saw the price of oil, and as you mentioned, it's been a bit hot topic over the last little while. But I guess everything is cyclical. I guess it'll eventually turn around, and oil prices will start to rise back up.
Yeah, that's what they're counting on, that this is coming to the bottom of this cycle and that it's going to start going back up. And while it's at the bottom, things are cheap. Companies can be had for cheap, and that's the time to make these kind of moves. So Suncor has positioned itself, it's in a stronger position than, say, this company, Canadian Oil Sands, which only does production. So Suncor is in a position to make some of these moves. And this is what happens when commodity prices are low in these industries, is that consolidation happens. These industries get shook up a little bit,
right,
and weaker players kind of see a play made for them. So it's something that analysts expect to happen in these industries when this happens.
Now, let's talk about tax avoidance, and how can Chanel and I get involved in this?
That's right. It's always a hot topic. And, we as consumers, we try to sort of avoid taxes by, shopping at the duty free or doing cross-border shopping sometimes, trying to go down there and get deals. But this is actually a really big problem when big multinational corporations do this and sort of take money out of, government coffers. It's, they're trying to, I know we always complain about taxes, but they are funding social programs. And especially after the economic shock of the 2008 recession, were being used to fund global stimulus programs. So the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development has taken a look at this problem, and what they have done is they've had some recommendations that they put forward. They want to strengthen international tax treaties. They want to increase transparency between countries. So they want better country-by-country reporting. So what they're really aiming for is to have economic activity taxed in the country where it happens, and we have seen this in our country as well. A Vancouver-based company called Silver Wheaton was recently taken to task by the Canada Revenue Agency for creating a subsidiary in a low-tax jurisdiction. I think it was the Cayman Islands, and then sort of not paying taxes. So that's a problem, and the OECD has identified it as that. Now, whether or not they'll be successful in doing it is another question, because the corporations usually are a little bit ahead of the game. It's slow to change tax laws, so we'll have to see how effective this is.
All right, thanks so much, Jen. It will be interesting to see how those recommendations pan out.